Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're continuing with the halachot. If you remember, we already started with the Hatavat Chalom, and we did Ribono Shel Olam for the different dreams that a person has. Now we're going to speak about the last part, which is also Siman Resh Kaf in Shulchan Aruch, which speaks about Ta'anit Chalom. So here the Gemara actually says, Yafet ta'anit levatel chalom rama ke'esh laneoret. What does that mean? Just like we know that when a fire comes and it's going to consume very quickly, right? The neoret, so too the ta'anit is going to annul any type of a dream. And this happens bo bayom. It happens the exact same day that a person dreamt, and that's even on Shabbat. Obviously on Shabbat there's going to be more repercussions, because if a person fasts on Shabbat because of Ta'anit Chalom, he would have to fast again, another fast for fasting on Shabbat, but that's going to be a different halakha. But for sure it has to be bo bayom, the same day. To do with teshuvah, it's actually brought down that koach ha'ta'anit levatel ha'chalom is davka b'tziruf ha'teshuvah, which means that a person, only when they do teshuvah with the ta'anit chalom, then it helps. Because if they're going to do ta'anit without teshuvah, so therefore it does not help in order to forgive for this chalom, in order to change this chalom. And the difference between this ta'anit and any other ta'anit, says the Mishnah Berurah, something very interesting is, we do not need kabbalat ta'anit, which means Shulchan Aruch brings down that every single time that you want to make a personal fast, you have to accept the fast the day before the time of the mincha. Here, explains the Mishnah Berurah, since HaKadosh Baruch Hu put the ta'anit onto you because he gave a bad dream, and this bad dream is so bad that a person has to fast for it, so therefore they do not need kabbalat ta'anit the day before. They don't have to accept it the day before. And immediately that same day, they're going to do the ta'anit. Now, it says the Rambam, anybody that's going to come and do ta'anit, whether he's going to be mitaneh al tzarato or chalomo, he should not be mitaneg b'idunim, which means he shouldn't come and start doing things which are pleasurable. Because at the end of the day, if he's doing this in order to atone for something, and that's why they showed him such a bad dream, so therefore he should have that into consideration. He's not supposed to redeem it for money, which means that a person, sometimes, if a person has to do a certain type of ta'anit, let's say, for example, tefillin fall or other things like that, sometimes they could come and they could be podeh with money. They could redeem it with money. Here they cannot be redeeming with money. A woman that's pregnant or she's feeding, so then they are usually a little bit more lenient that she can redeem it for money. When is this ta'anit? It's the time that a person wakes up until, right, the Tzeitzei Kochavim. Now, if it was that he dreamt this during the siesta, during the afternoon, so it's going to be from that time when he wakes up until the night time, right, which is until the Tzeitzei Kochavim, and then another, right, half a day also as well. If it's going to be in the middle of the night, that's going to be something different. Now, if it's going to be a ta'anit the next day anyway, which means, imagine, it's the night before, whether it's going to be Tzom Gedalia, Sarah B'Tevet, right, all these things, and the night before he comes and he has a terrible dream, he wakes up, Baruch Hashem, anyway he's got to fast. So therefore, a lot of people say that he's going to be Tzedek Chovah, he does not need to fast again, but some people are machmirim that he should. If you're going to dream upon your friend, so therefore you have to do the fast and not your friend. We'll finish off with a very interesting Kitzur Shla, a segula to say before going to sleep. Okay, this is a segula to say before in any language that you know. He says, you should say like this, Im yavo balayla zeh chalom. If I'm going to dream tonight, whatever type of a dream, Eni rotzeh litanot lemachar. I don't want to fast for tomorrow. Lo bishvil zeh v'lo bishvil davar acher. Not for this or not for anything else. Yeh ma sheyeh. It will be whatever it will be. And therefore he says, with this segula, it will not come a bad dream onto him. And even if it does, he shouldn't do a ta'anit, right? Because, again, this is the Bala Chalomot. So this is, again, the different concepts of dreams. Tomorrow we'll continue with other halachot, Be'ezrat Hashem.